Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Hare Krishna. Madhyam Mahimanam Cha Param Brahmeti Shabditam Vesasi Anugrahitam Me Samprashnai Vivritam Hridi. You will be thoroughly advised and favored by me, and because of your inquiries, everything about my glories, which are known as Param Brahma, will be manifest within your heart. Thus you will know everything about me. So this is the blessing of Matsya Avatar to Satyavrata, King Satyavrata, who becomes now our Vaivasata Manu. So we can understand how exalted is the position of Manu. And he was so dear to the Lord personally came as fish incarnation to protect him. And generally the Lord personally does not come. He comes personally only for a pure devotee. There is a shloka in the Bhagavad Gita where Krishna says, Anannas chintayanto mam ye jana paryupasate tesham niktya viyuktanam yogakshema vahamiham. So there is a famous shloka here. So in this shloka the meaning is that Krishna says, I personally come and protect but a devotee. Ananyas, what is the definition of a devotee? Ananyas chintayanto mam. They have no other distraction. They are only thinking about how to serve Krishna. So only to those people Krishna personally interferes. We do not see Krishna coming in front of us to protect us or to guide us. But we see here Satyavrata was personally protected and guided by the Lord. This is natural. Bhagavad Gita also Krishna says, Samoham sarva bhuteshu name dveshyasya na priyaha yetu bhajantu mam bhaktya mahitateshu chapiham. Okay, so Bhagavad Gita Krishna says, I am equal to everybody, but somebody becomes a devotee, I am partial to him. Very nicely one devotee said, actually Krishna is equal to everybody, but when he sees a devotee, he loses control on himself. Like Dhritarashtra used to say, I am equal to Pandavas and Kauravas, but when I see Duryodhana, I lose control on myself. But he was losing control on because of seeing Duryodhana. That was foolishness. But Krishna, when he loses control, when he sees a devotee, it is out of love. And it is transcendental. So Krishna's favor to devotees is transcendental favor. It cannot be understood on the material plane. On a material plane, we can accuse Krishna to be partial to devotees. But if you come to truth, Krishna is never partial, he is always equal. So we have an example of Yamunacharya. Yamunacharya was a great acharya. He was a guru of Ramanujacharya. Correct? Yamunacharya. The famous story, you know the Yamunacharya story? He was writing the explanation of the shloka Ananyas Chintayanto Mam Yejana Pariyapas Tesham Niktam Yogakshema Vahamiham. So when he was writing the commentary, he felt, why Krishna says, Aham, I will take care of my devotees. He said, why Krishna will take personally care? He will tell Devi Devatas to take care. He will tell Brahma, Shiva, Ganesha, you take care. Why he has to personally take care? So he wrote, he will arrange the care in that explanation. He did not write, he personally, the shloka says, Aham, I will take care. But he thought, why God, he was a great devotee, why God has to come and take care? He will arrange the care, he will arrange. Oh Ganesha, please take care. He will not personally come and take care. You understand? You explain to them? Yeah. So after he made a change in the translation, he went to take a bath. So he was writing, just like Prabhupada wrote commentary of Gita, he was writing his commentary of Gita. In that, he changed the meaning of the word. And then he went to take bath in the river. So when at home, suddenly, two boys appeared with carrying a huge load of items. And when the wife went out to see, there was ghee, there was all grains, what all they didn't have, everything was there. Whatever they didn't have, they needed ornaments, clothes, ghee, whatever, full, it was full, trolley full of items. And everything was unloaded by the children's, and the children's both the boys looked very beautiful. And she asked them, who sent this? So they said, who else? Your husband sent all these things. They said, your husband has sent all this. And this. Now Yamunacharya sent all this thing. You heard this story before? And she said, why don't you sit down, have some food and go? They said, no, this is very dangerous. He has beaten us so badly with a stick. So they took that carrier and they ran away. They unloaded all the items, took the carrier and they ran away. They say, you're very scared of your husband. So then Yamunacharya came and the wife was angry at him. What happened to you, Yamunacharya? You started behaving like this nowadays? You beat up people, you do this, you do this, you do this. So she was very angry at him. And then he said, what happened? So he saw, heaps of items lying. And then he understood everything. The two boys were Krishna Balaram personally. And they brought all the items to prove that Krishna personally takes care of devotees. But for that, we have to be pure devotees. Okay? No other diversion. Prabhupada says in the purport, responsive cooperation. Ye yatama prapati, to the degree we surrender, to that degree Krishna takes care. Like Arjuna was on complete protection of Krishna on the battlefield. Because he was totally surrendered to Krishna. Nobody could touch him. So many people tried to kill him, they could not touch him. Because he under complete protection of the Lord. Okay, so it is our decision. We can surrender in a moment, and we can surrender after millions of years. But Krishna's assurance is standing. And what is the Krishna's assurance? Sarvadharman parityaja mam ekam sharanam raja aham tvam sarapapebhyo mokshishami masachaha. So Krishna's assurance, you surrender, I give you total protection. So Prabhupada says that assurance is eternal. Anybody can surrender, he will get complete protection. It is a statement made by Krishna for everybody, for all the times. But then the question comes, how to surrender? Okay? First thing is, if you surrender, you have complete protection. But then how to surrender? That the Acharya will guide. Yeah, they will not know how to surrender. So surrender has various principles, and one of the most important principles is not to distract our attention away from Krishna. We are trying to cultivate Shuddha Bhakti, pure Bhakti. And pure Bhakti means Anya Vilashita Shunyam. There is no other aspiration in the heart. Therefore, in the previous verses, they were talk about the devotee is not interested in the devatas. He pays respects to the devatas. But he never goes to them to ask anything. Because they cannot give anything. They can only give some material facilities. And devotee is not interested to go to ask for all these things. He knows the life is very short. He knows he is in danger. He knows that their fearful material existence will come. He knows he has to pay for every sinful activity. So he does not waste his time on the temporary facilities which are offered by the devatas. It is said in the prayer by Prabodhananda Saraswati, the great Acharya Prabodhananda Saraswati, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to South India, he stayed in the house of Venkata Bhatta at Srirangam. You have seen that place, Srirangam? You have seen? You have seen? You have to arrange. So that is the place Lord Chaitanya came, beautiful temple, Ranganatha temple. And Chaturmasa he stayed at the house of Venkata Bhatta. And then when he was staying in the house of Venkata Bhatta, he was daily instructing them. And the brother of the Venkata Bhatta was Prabodhananda Saraswati. And he also became a great Acharya. Which Sampradaya he went to? Prabodhananda Saraswati. Anyway. So Prabodhananda Saraswati, he composed a beautiful verse on the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. He says, somebody gets mercy of Lord Chaitanya. Little mercy. What will happen to him? Kaivalyam narakayate. He will consider merging into Brahman to be hellish. Tidashapura akasha pushpayate. He will consider the pleasures, heavenly pleasures, to be imaginary. Correct? Moment, some plan for sense gratification comes. Some desire for sense gratification comes. Our heart gets so agitated. We keep aspiring, perhaps I wish I had that. But somebody got a mercy of Lord Chaitanya, considers any material happiness to be like the flowers in the sky. Akasha pushpayate. We don't have flowers hanging in the sky. If I tell there is a rose hanging on your head, it's stupid. So all the kind of heavenly pleasures which people aspire. So many people do big yagnas, homas, tapasya to reach heaven. The person who receives mercy of Lord Chaitanya just rejects it. Kaivalyam narakaya, the first word, they were doing so much tapasya to merge into Brahman, but a pure devotee of Krishna considered it hellish. Durdant indriya kala sarpa potakadam srayate. That means that the yogis are trying to do a lot of tapas to control their senses. Devotee laughs at it. The yogis sit in the ice water, the yogis sit in the fire, somehow to control their senses. They put their body into so much austerity, somehow to control the senses. But a devotee engaged by the mercy of Lord Chaitanya easily controls the senses. It doesn't have to do all this. Vishram Purna Sakayate, the whole world becomes Vaikuntha for a pure devotee. Vidhi Mahendra Kitayate, even Brahma and Shiva, if they are not serving Krishna, it takes them like insect. So it is said, this is the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. So if you receive the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, then pure devotion will erupt in the heart. So just like for Satyavata here, we see the Matsya Avatara is saying, I will give you mercy. By my mercy you will understand me. Okay? We cannot understand Krishna. Suppose you want to understand anything, you just put some effort, you can grab that knowledge. But to understand Krishna, you need mercy of Krishna. Why? Because Krishna is on a spiritual plane. Only by His mercy, He will become revealed to us. Ata Shri Krishna Namadi Nam Bhaved Graham Indriye Sevon Mukhe Jivado Swayameva Sparatiyataha. It means anything about the Lord, beginning with the holy name, cannot be understood by the gross senses. Sevon Mukhe Jivado, when you take the service spirit, the Lord is revealed. So Krishna cannot be understood by spirit or challenge. Krishna is only revealed when we humbly agree to serve him. Just like we have in the example when Lord Chaitanya wanted to instruct Prakashananda Saraswati, he sat down outside at the fit washing area. So Prakashananda Saraswati came out and lifted Chaitanya Mahaprabhu by his hand and brought him inside. He did devotion service. Therefore Chaitanya Mahaprabhu could bring in his heart glories of Krishna. The same way Matsya Avatara came to the pot of the king. It took service from him. He said, "Give me shelter." And then he gave him, pot, then he gave him well, then he put him in the river, then he put him in the ocean. By all that gymnastic, the Lord made him do wonderful service. He was already a devotee, but he was enhancing his devotion. And then the Lord said, "I want to protect you. Now the water or devastation is coming, I want to protect you." Correct? Krishna said, "I want to personally protect you. I'll come as a fish." And Krishna, imagine, just to protect his devotee, took a huge form of a fish and personally gave him protection. And not only that, Krishna gave him unlimited spiritual knowledge. The same way Krishna has left spiritual knowledge for us. Satyavrata heard Matsya Avatara. Satyavrata heard Matsya Avatara and became an advanced devotee. The same way Krishna has left Bhagavad Gita. If you hear, we can also advance like Satyavrata. Same potency is there. Okay? But we have to take advantage. So as we engage in devotion service, we easily understand Bhagavad Gita. Sometimes we think, no, I will just read Bhagavad Gita and understand. No, you will not be able to digest that knowledge. So not only we read Bhagavad Gita, we also do devotion service. Then Gita can be understood. Otherwise it is difficult. Okay, so by mercy of Krishna we understand Krishna.